officially been snowing here for 24 hours. It looks like it's about to stop, and then it starts back up, and then it stops, and it starts back up. So, who knows? You know, our yard would normally, years ago when our kids were smaller, our yard would be tore all to pieces. Footprints everywhere, and half, where they made snowmen and things. I think the sets of footprints here is my youngest daughter. She went out to her trampoline out there this way, and jumped on it for maybe 3 or 4 jumps, and then came back. And that's all the footprints I see in the yard. That's the difference between having older kids and younger kids. They get excited. They come out for about 5 minutes, and there's about my all that's hanging down right there. It's split I'm gonna have to get a new, I guess you call it a canopy or a cover for my arbor. It's been split, but one thing I've noticed, you can see the water on my eyeglasses. It's 30 degrees out here, so nothing's dripping except under here where my body heat is radiating up, and you can hear the water drip. It's just because I'm under here. It's really not bad because, like I said, the wind's calm. It's the first sound I've heard out here the past hour and a half. Looks like a Christmas tree light with my lights, or the place where the Griswold went sledding, and those kind of lights. Oh, have you ever had snow ice cream? Yeah. You go out and you gather some ice and throw some vanilla and some milk in it and whip it together, and my kids love it. I don't know. I've never made it, but my wife's family used to make it. And so that's a tradition. Whenever it would snow, they call it snow cream. My kids love it, and it's pretty good. Tastes like frozen eggnog. My little chihuahua, Chewini. Like I said, she got excited in the snow, but we would put my youngest up on the hill, and we had her leash, and I'd get down the bottom hill and I'd say, Carolina, come here, Carolina, and she'd start running little feet, and next thing you know, she's dragging Elizabeth down the road, look like the Grinch's dog pulling the Grinch, yeah. My kids didn't even make a snowman this year. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Get out there and make a snowman. We don't want to mess up the yard. Okay. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'll tell you one thing I want to do. I want to go ice fishing. Like they build those little cabin, little one-room, I call them condos or something up there, and they, drill the hole in the lake to kind of have little fire and sipping your drinks and fishing. That just seems like fun to me. An adventure. I'd like to try that one time. That's on the bucket list. Do some ice fishing. I've been fishing in the snow, but on a lake, Lake Jocassee in South Carolina. We'd go up there in the wintertime and do trolling for, you have these deep riggers that you put down, and you just troll around the lake, and eventually the trout will bite. Big trout in that lake. I mean, it was fun, but it really wasn't. Fishing to me is throwing a lure or, you know, a bait and reeling it in or letting it sit, not sitting trolling, because, you know, you didn't get to feel the bite. It's just, you know, it would just release from the downrigger and pop up, and you'd know you'd had a fish if your rod popped up. I mean, I'm used to my rod going down and I'm having a fish. Well, this, if your rod pops up, you got a fish. Like I said, it was okay. It was fun. I enjoyed doing it once or twice, but it was, to me, you know, it was the way to catch them. You're probably wasting your time, you know, throwing a lure, trying to catch them in that lake, because they would be deep. But I'd rather go to a stream and fly fish, or we used to get turn over rocks and get these little hellgrammites and fish with those for trout. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm too old to do that now, because the places that we went trout fishing, it was in the mountains, and it was, nobody knew about the streams and everything. I mean, it was a lot of fun, but I mean, some dangerous stuff, really dangerous. Couldn't do it by yourself, because, you know, fall in, your waders fill up with water, you're done. So you had to have a buddy system. But I'd like to go back. We tried to go back 2 years ago, but where we go is they have a lot of hemlocks, and these are huge evergreen trees, and they've got some kind of a invasive beetle that are killing all the hemlocks, and we're talking tree limbs the size of regular trees around here falling. So it's just too dangerous. They said, no, it's closed, you can't go down there. It's just, you get killed with these trees because they're dying. They're just dying off, and they can't get rid of the beetle larvae, pine beetles or something like that. They're killing all the hemlocks. Huge trees. Can't have nothing nowadays. This is my fourth pipe of the night, the second with marlin flake. I had to smoke it back to back, because it's that good. I might have another bowl of it. Probably gonna rest this pipe. Probably grab me another one. Just finished all day today, you know. When we were out playing in the snow, I finished a couple of pipes. They're both my buddy Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper. He got a pipe by Lee. That was an adventure. And then he has a bulldog. He said it didn't smoke well. And he showed me a picture of it, and old pipe. I think it's a Milano grainy. It's got some nice grain on it, but it had a stinger in it, and it was clogged. You couldn't draw through it hardly. And then it had some kind of lacquer on it that was peeling off. Just an old pipe, and it just peeling off. I was like, man, send that one to me too. I'll fix that one up for you. So I'm gonna run in there and get those, and I'm gonna show you the two pipes I finished today. Cosmo, they may get lost in the mail. I'm just saying, that's nice looking pipes.